Magandang araw! Welcome back to our reviewer for Fisheries Professionals. Our topic is still on aquatic resources and ecology, questions 741 to 770. Kung hindi ka pa nakapag-subscribe sa channel na to, mag-subscribe na at i-click ang notification bell so that you will get notifications every time I will upload a new video. Let's begin. The following habitats are considered critical. A. Lagoons, estuaries, and bays. B. Mangroves. C. Beaches, coral reefs. D. Seagrass beds. E. All of the above. Answer is letter E. All of the above. The one primary condition of the environment that determines the success of an organism. A. Limiting factor. B. Food. C. Nutrients. D. Climatic condition. The answer is letter A. Limiting factor. The movement of minerals from the air horizon by the downward movement of soil water. A. Precipitation. B. Leaching. C. Evaporation. D. Transpiration. The answer is letter B. Leaching. Removal of oxygen from the water. A. Dissolution of oxygen from the water to atmosphere. B. Respiration of plants and animals. C. Other chemical reactions. D. All of the above. The answer is letter D. All of the above. A method of pest management in which many aspects of the pest's biology are exploited to control its numbers. A. Competitive pest management. B. Integrated pest management. C. Relative pest management. D. Developmental pest management. The correct answer is letter B. Integrated pest management. The inherent reproductive capacity. A. Genetic potential. B. Biotic potential. C. Reproductive diversity. D. Abiotic potential. The correct answer is letter B. Biotic potential. Living portions of the environment. A. Biotic factors. B. Ecology. C. Niche. D. Habit. The correct answer is letter A. Biotic factors. Major mangrove genera in the Philippines include A. Rhizopora. B. Avicennia. C. Soneratia. D. All of the above. The answer is letter D. All of the above. From the ecological point of view, the most important seagrasses genera include A. Thalassia. B. Cymodocea. C. Zostera. D. All of the above. The answer is letter D. All of the above. The deep ocean floor is characterized by A. Abyssal plains. B. Abyssal hills, mounts, rises. C. Fracture zone. D. All of the above. The correct answer is letter D. All of the above. Marine ecosystems that consist of shallow, partially enclosed areas where fresh water enter the ocean. A. River. B. Estuaries. C. Bay. D. Strait. correct answer is letter B, estuaries. Protein molecules that speed up the rate of specific chemical reactions. A. Enzyme. B. Catalyst. C. Chemical bond. D. Nutrient. The correct answer is letter A, enzyme. Is the rate of storage of organic matter not used by the heterotrophs, that is, primary production minus heterotrophic consumption, during the period under consideration, usually the growing season or a year? A. Gross primary productivity. B. Net community productivity. C. Net productivity. D. Detrital productivity. The correct answer is letter B, net community productivity. A type of marine or freshwater ecosystem consisting of organisms that live on the bottom. A. Pelagic. B. Mesobenthic. C. Benthic. D. Littoral. The correct answer is letter C, benthic. Organisms, chiefly bacteria, which break down complex organic molecules and dead organisms into simpler and reusable forms, act on every trophic level. A. Decomposers. B. Autotrophs. C. Heterotrophs. D. Saprotrophs. The answer is letter A, decomposers. Lakes that may be classified according to primary productivity. A. Dystrophic lakes. B. Oligotrophic to eutrophic series. C. Volcanic lakes. D. All of the above. The correct answer is letter B, oligotrophic eutrophic series. Parasite that is adapted to live on the outside of its host. A. Ectoparasite. B. Endoparasite. C. Lice. D. Fungi. The correct answer is letter A, ectoparasite. Blank is still singled out as the most important factor seriously affecting the country's reefs. A. Blast fishing. B. Cyanide fishing. C. Muroami. D. Siltation. The correct answer is letter D. Siltation. Refers to organisms that dig into the substrate or construct tubes or burrows. A. In fauna. B. Shells. C. Worms. D. All of the above. The correct answer is letter A, in fauna. Seafloor formation theories and how the geographical features of the oceans have assumed their present form. A. Continental drift theory. B. Seafloor spreading theory. C. Global plate tectonics theory. D. All of the above. The correct answer is letter D, all of the above. In this zone, trenches may drop below 6,000 meters and is called A. Hadal zone. B. Aphotic zone. C. Euphotic zone. D. Bathyal zone. The correct answer is letter A. Hadal zone. The blank extends for a distance offshore, beyond which the bottom drops odd steeply as a continental slope, then levels off somewhat before dropping down to a deeper but more level plain. A. Shoreline. B. Beach. C. Continental shelf. D. Littoral zone. E. None of the above. The correct answer is letter C, continental shelf. Fishes, which are blank, are low temperature tolerant and can survive only in poor lakes in which the cold bottom waters do not become depleted of oxygen. A. Hardy. B. Prolific. C. Stenothermal. D. Thermal. E. None of the above. The correct answer is letter C. Stenothermal. Classification scheme for estuarine types is based on A. Geomorphology. B. Water circulation and stratification. C. Systems energetic. D. All of the above. E. None of the above. The correct answer is letter D. All of the above. Letter D. All of the above. Mangrove benefits include A. Mangrove litter. B. Provide habitat, reservoir, refuge, feeding grounds for fish including birds. C. Use of its extensive root structure. D. All of the above. The correct answer is letter D. All of the above. Both populations benefit from the relationship, but each can survive without the other. A. Proto-cooperation. B. Cannibalism. C. Predation. D. Parasitism. The correct answer is letter A. Proto-cooperation. Blank is a science that deals with the kinds and diversity of living things and with their arrangement into a natural classification. A. Taxonomy. B. Glossary. C. Key. D. Systematics. The correct answer is letter D. Systematics. Issues on the use of beaches include A. Multiple-use conflicts. B. Erosion. C. Pollution. D. Mining, reclamation. E. All of the above. The correct answer is letter E. All of the above. In lakes and ponds, the prominent zonation is blank, whereas in streams it is longitudinal. A. Vertical. B. Horizontal. C. High. D. Low. E. Gradual. The correct answer is letter B. Horizontal. Study of an individual organism or an individual species. A. Genetics. B. Anthropology. C. Ecology. D. Autoecology. The correct answer is letter D. Autoecology. Includes single-celled forms such as desmids, filamentous forms either floating or attached, and various floating colonial forms. A. Diatoms. B. Green algae. C. Blue-green algae. D. Both A and B. The correct answer is letter B. Green algae. Congratulations, that's it for today. You've just answered 30 questions on aquatic ecology and resources.